Hey guys, good evening, good night, and a happy Thursday. Hi guys, good evening. Yes, guys, good night. Tag someone, invite someone to come into a little chat with me. All right, good night. It is Transformational Thursday. All right. So just invite someone to join the live, share the live with someone as we get into a conversation. All right. It's good to see you guys joining me. Hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone is doing great. All right, so share the live. Invite someone to get in. All right, invite someone to join us. So, how are you guys doing? It's Thursday, yeah. It is Transformational Thursday, and I'm here again. For those who would have remembered, I was here last Thursday, empowering you guys, encouraging you. You know, hey, my girl Kendra, Tantan, my ladies. Hey, girl, Tantan, I just saw a picture with you on Facebook with your graduation. You look so amazing, so beautiful. You know you're beautiful, Tantan. Kendra Mackey, good night. All right, so let's get excited. Tantana was supposed to call you since during the day, but I'll call you probably tomorrow, later on this evening, if that's possible. So listen, let's get into some conversation. I am excited. Yes, you look so amazing. I am excited. I had an amazing week, and I want this to spill over to you guys. I want you guys to feel my energy. I want you guys to feel what I'm putting out here tonight. I want you guys to grab it, take it. I'm putting it out. I'm giving it to you. I'm excited to share my life. I'm excited to share everything with you. Listen, I can only put out great thoughts. I can only put out amazing thoughts. I can only put out good energy. There isn't anything else that I don't have that within me. So, I am here. I'm excited. I want you guys to feel it. I want you guys to see it. I want you guys to understand that you were born to win. You were born to be successful. You were born to be abundant. You were born to listen, to explore. As I said, it is Transformational Thursday. We are here, and I'm here to share so much with you. I am excited. I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys succeed in everything you do. And what I'm here to tell you about is, first of all, I want to say, especially to my beautiful ladies out there, I want to say to you, put a price on yourself. This was, so many persons I spoke with for the week, and especially my girls that I've spoken to, so many of them, I said, put a price on yourself. Never let anyone cheapen you. Listen, I put a price on myself because I'm the real deal. I don't know how other people may feel about it, about them. But I tell people I put a price on myself. And my price to myself it's the value is high. You go as high as possible. Let me tell you this. People may want to come and put the price on you and say you only worth $20. Not me. Listen, you know how far and how much I worked. Wait. Oh my God, I forgot. How did I forget that? It is. It is Women's International Month. Absolutely. Listen, I'm always excited about it. Well, how did I forget about that? So to all my beautiful ladies, my beautiful girls, my amazing ladies, my amazing girls, I want to say, listen, and I would always say this one thing. If you have a vajayjay and you have a womb, you're a woman. And it is our month. It's Women's International Month. And I want to celebrate with you ladies. I want to celebrate with you girls how far we've come from. Listen, women, we are givers of life. We don't take life, but we give life. We are the carriers. We want to say thanks to the men, yes, that gave us the seed, but we carry it through. We got to go through everything for 9 months. But you know what? We are givers of life. And if God didn't make us givers, a lot of us were not going to be here. So I'm excited. I'm excited to share so much tonight with you. And once again, it is Women's International. We're celebrating it the entire month. But on Saturday, it's International Day for Women. That's where we celebrate women. They set aside that day to celebrate us. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? And, you know, I want all my girls on here, all my ladies that are here, I want you guys to put a value, put a very high price, a high tag on yourself. Do not let nobody cheapen you. If you're carrying a brand, don't let them cheapen your brand. You call the shots. You say, this is what I want. You say, listen, I'm not going to accept that because that's not what I deserve. All right? And I want to, you know, extend my love and my appreciation for all those who have been supporting me. You know, I want to say also, if it wasn't for you girls, even gentlemen that supports me, come from the background. Good evening, Ruth. Good evening to everyone. I want to say good night, good night, good night. Thank you so much for joining me. And, you know, for all those who came from the back burner, and, you know, Gigi just appeared. Who is this woman? And you still came and you support, because I can say to you that I have a message. I have a strong message for each and every one of you out there. You know, and as I said, I need you to see yourself as high as possible. Put the high value on yourself as women. You know, this is one of the reasons why we have Know Your Worth. And like I was saying to so many, listen, I've spoken to so many women for this week. I'm talking about being on the phone for an hour, counseling, talking. I don't want to use the word minister because it's not about church, but I counsel women, empower them, encourage them. My phone rings all day. And it's not as sometimes I'm on the phone, I would have like 6, 7 calls that come in. I have to return calls to people. Why? Because you know what? I feel I'm living my purpose. I feel like I'm living my dream, and my dreams that God would have put me on this earth to do. Good evening, Sister Juliet. How are you doing? That God has put me on this earth to do, and I'm living that purpose. I'm living that dream. You know, and every time I would have said it last week, you guys would have seen that every time I make a quote on my Facebook page, meet you at the top of the mountain, because I want to see each and every one of you at the top of the mountain. I want to see each and every one of you get up that mountain and live your dream, live your purpose. As I said, I would have completed a course last week. It's Women Speak and Grow Rich. My sisters, they would always laugh at me. So, you would have talked so much. Okay, sometimes my mom would call. Okay, where's Jeannie? Oh, as usual, she on the phone running her mouth. But if I'm on the phone, I'm always encouraging somebody. I'm always empowering somebody, whether it be in Guyana, be in Trinidad, in Barbados, in St. Lucia, everywhere, all over in Guyana, wherever, even here in the U.S. Some persons, I've spoken to so many people, and I've never met them before. But this is my life purpose. Good evening, Minette. Good evening. Thank you guys for joining me. Please share the live. There's so many persons that I would have met in this life, in this journey. And I feel like I'm literally living my dream. And the dreams of God, what placed me on this earth to do. You know, as I said, I would have completed a course last week. Women Speak and Grow Rich. And from the time I would have completed that course, my life is just not the same anymore. My thinking has become different. I'm starting to do a lot more reading. I'm starting to do a lot more of motivational, looking at lots of motivation like Les Brown and Myron Golden. And I don't know if you guys know about these persons. But let me tell you something. When I feel like I'm dropping out and or dropping back or stepping back, I go and I listen to them and they empower me. You know, and I want to encourage a lot of you on here this evening. Sometimes you go around in circles. I went around in circles before I get to where I am today. And I know what's my mission. I want to talk a little bit tonight about knowing your worth. And as I said before, put a very high price on yourself. That's what I do. I put a very high price on myself. I don't know how other persons may look at me. They may look and say, oh, she's not anything. To you, I'm not anything. But to me, and once you believe in yourself, I believe so much in me. I believe in so much that I do. I believe that I am here for a reason. I believe that I'm here for a purpose, and I'm living my purpose. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about know your worth. And I'm teaching young women also. And older women too. When you know your worth, there are certain things you cannot and will not accept from other people. First, I used to thought that, oh, know your self-worth is to know your self-worth from how men would treat you. But not only men, it's right across the board. A lot of us may have friends in our lives. A lot of us may have a colleague, and they treat us so poorly. So poorly. Other people may respect you as a person, but you allow them to treat you so poorly. Listen, if I find you're going to treat me poorly, I'm going to separate myself from you. No. In this new season, I know more about myself, or even more. And that is why I'm saying I add value to myself. And I add a price to myself. So when you come into me, you got to come really good. You can't come to me with a mediocrity. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So I listened to Dr. Sonia that said something. She said a lot of us are walking in our purpose, yes, but very poorly. We walk in a purpose very poorly. And we allow people to treat us poorly. You know, like I was talking with someone today, and I told them, you know, I can be a bit bougie, but I'm very humble. I'm not going to be bougie to treat people less than a human being. I respect people. I love people. I cherish people. I would see somebody that has on the worst of outfit or poorly treated by someone else, but I would respect you. And I expect people to do the same thing for me. And if I find out that, or I notice that you're treating me poorly, we're not going to play that game. We're not going to do it. And one of the things that I usually do is that I walk away quietly without even saying a word, because I know what I deserve. Of course. Oh yeah, of course I know Bonita. There you go. You know, so I respect people. I respect myself. I support people and I support what they do. I want to talk tonight about also about the Know Your Worth network. We are building a network of like-minded women. Women who are on the same page and needs the same things. That's what the network is all about. Right? That's what the network is all about. Know your worth. And my ladies, my girls, listen, I love you guys. I'm gonna keep repping for my ladies. I'm gonna keep repping for my girls, because you know what? I love me, my girls. I love, listen, not, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to see my girls win. I want to see my ladies win. I'm repping for you. I'm standing up for you. And that is why everything I do, it is for you. You know, many times I feel bad for the men. I want to do things for men. I want to do something for men. Right? I want to do something for men. But you don't always get the kind of support that you're looking for. I don't mind starting like a revolution. I don't mind starting, let's say, take for instance, I do like a conference or a seminar for men and have them come out. But when you do these things, men does not come out and support. And then eventually you say, oh, y'all only keeping everything for women. And, you know, I want to say to all the men on my page who's listening to me, I want you to understand that we women love you too. We respect you. At least I'm speaking about myself. We respect you. We support what you do. And I think that men needs to have their rightful position. But I would love to work along with someone so that we can able to, you know, you guys can take the forefront. I will be from behind pushing you so that you can able to do what you have to do. So that's just a little that I wanted to say to the men tonight. But saying all of that to say, coming back, I want to see so many women win. I want to see you guys become successful in everything that you do. And that is why I want to tell you about the conference we have coming up on Saturday. Let me say something to y'all. You come into that conference, when you leave that conference, your life will never be the same again. Your thinking will be different. Everything about you is going to be different. And the conference is the Know Your Worth conference. Our first ever conference. This is the first time I'm ever doing something like this. Virtually. On Zoom. You can come and be a part of it. Tell us about all what you do. Tell us about your aspiration. Tell us about what you need help in. And as I said to some of the ladies that signed up, I have women from Berbice and Indian girls from Berbice that already signed up to be a part of this conference. And you know, I want to say that persons should take the opportunity. Do not let certain things pass you by. Grab the opportunity. Grab the opportunity and go for it. And I want to say that women should be a part of this conference. Come in and, you know, get to know other women. Get to know what they do. Even if you want to start you want to go back to school, or you want to start a business, or you do have a business, you come into that conference. We're going to help you to promote your business. After leaving that conference, we're going to give you promotion. So we do have a young lady by the name of, what's her name? Siobhan Sears. She is the owner of Sears Consultancy. Excuse me. Sears Consultancy. So we're going to be working along with her. So she can, good night, Abby. How are you doing? So we'll be working along with her so that she can be able to come on board to support these women. I know there's lots and lots of women that reached out to me and say, you know, Gigi, I really want to start this business, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move forward. I don't know what to do in terms of starting this business. I go around in circles. I don't know what, you know, who's my target audience? Who do I target in terms of doing this? So this is why we're doing what we're doing, and it's in commemoration with International Day for Women. And that is why we're doing it on Saturday. Even if you don't have the chance or you don't have the time to come to that conference, and you know someone that wants to be a part of it. You can also sponsor that person. No, we have our speakers. We want to give them something, for coming on board with us to, to do whatever necessary it is to help our community out there, to motivate our women, to propel them to go to that next level, right? It doesn't take much for me to motivate myself. There are some people you gotta give them that push. They know what they want, but they don't know how to execute it. So that is why we're doing what we're doing with this conference. It starts at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. here in the U.S. And in Guyana, the Caribbean, it's from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. You can log into this conference from the comfort of your own home. It's going to help you guys in so many ways. So, and this is going to be an ongoing something where we're going to do like seminars, conferences, workshops, interact with women one-on-one. I also have a life coach who will be joining me along with a single mother who's an entrepreneur. Her name is Sophia Dolphin, along with Hadassah, beautiful young lady. And she has so much. Oh, listen. I was on the phone with Hadassah for like an hour today. And this young lady would have poured out so much. She's so smart. She knows what she's about. And these are the kind of women we need to log in with and we need to connect with. And that is why I'm saying I'm doing things intentionally these days. And I keep saying, I said this to her today, I don't have time. Many times we say to ourselves, oh, I got time. We'll do it until next year. You don't have time. We don't have time for games. We don't have time to play around. We don't have time to drag our feet on our dreams. I don't play when it comes to my dream or my dreams. I go after it. As soon as I get an idea, like I was on the phone with Idris this morning, and she said to me, she said, Gigi, I don't know how you come up with these things. You just push, because every time a thought comes to me, I go for it. I go out there. And like last week I said to you, this conference that I plan here, it took me a week for me to only plan this conference. And I'm pushing, I'm on the phone, I'm inviting women, because sometimes you would put up a flyer and persons may just see the flyer, they may not. Listen, just come in. Gigi, I really want to come to the conference. I want to know what it's all about. Give yourself that chance to step to your next level. Stop being complacent. Stop being in one position where your life is going wrong in circles. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. I become very upset with myself if I realize that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. One of the things I'm going to say to you here, a lot of persons out there doesn't want to do things. They know what they want to do. Listen, I am enthusiastic about doing this. I want to do this. I know I can make money. I know I can be some successful. But they hear what the first thing they say, oh, but supposing somebody laugh at me. Oh, supposing it doesn't work out. Supposing they don't laugh at you. Supposing it work out. Let me say this. Every time I do anything, I don't think about nobody. I think about myself and what makes me happy. If I am happy with myself in whatever I did or whatever I'm doing, that's all that matters. Even if no one says to you, like, even if you don't tell me that I do a good job, I know I do a good job. But one of the things I'm going to say, what happens to a lot of people, that big word, fear. Fear stops a lot of us from moving forward. If I was a fearful woman, the things that I'm doing, I was not going to be afraid. Listen, I walk in authority. I walk in power. I walk with God. He behind me, He before me. He above me, He beneath me, and He sees the two sides of me. And I don't be afraid of absolutely nothing. Somebody's life will be changed because you made that decision to move forward and do what you were placed on this earth to do. And let me say something to you. Anytime you feel fearful about something, that's what you're supposed to do. Listen, I was fearful as hell. I was fearful as hell when the first time I went on a live was like, oh God, supposing I said something wrong. Yeah, sometimes my word, the two words has come out. I don't use the right word sometimes. But hey, yeah, I get in the message though. You get in the message. So I want to say tonight, the one thing. Hey, my novella. How are you doing, sissy? And you know what? You need to believe what I'm now saying. I spoke about you only today with somebody. And, you know, I want to encourage you ladies, my girls. You know, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to move forward. I'm not afraid to take that bold step. Let me say this. I've done businesses. Did it? Fail. Up, down. Up, fail. Up, fail. Up, fail. Up, fail. Many times. The amount of things that I have done. I used to laugh at my own self. It's like, what the hell? Laugh at my own self. I was like, how the hell are I doing all these things? And every time I do something, I fail. You start a business, I fail. Every time I do something, I fail. But you know also, don't tell the amount to cry, you cry. I cry, I laugh myself. I say sometimes you do share madness, Gigi. What madness you doing? But then you know what? One of the things I always do, I stop and I would go back. I would sit back and I would go over everything and said, where did I go wrong here? Let me start again. Absolutely, novella. Good night, Anita. How you doing? What and where did I go wrong? Let me give you a little example. Last year, it was in 2023, after I did the first awards. Now, tell me to God, what do you know about doing awards? Tell me to God what I know about doing awards. But I did it anyhow. People might laugh at you. She doing awards. Yeah, you can talk what you want to about me. I can still do all I got to do. Because I tell you already, they're going to be grave empty. So 2023, I remember when I heard the Lord said to me, do a retreat. Retreat? Me? Do a retreat? He said yes. And when he told me to do that retreat, he said put it out on Facebook and drop it in the eyes and in the thoughts of people. And let me tell you something. One of the ladies are on this live right now. Good night, Leonie. She can tell me. She supports me in everything that I do. Novella Noble. She mentors me. She prays with me. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes what I'm doing, but I call Novella. I don't know. Need you to pray with me, and she supports me. This is one of the ladies that was at the retreat last year. Now this is I'm gonna tell you about her. She's one of the popular ladies. She's well-rounded in her community. She does a lot of motivational speaking. She runs a non-profit. She runs her own business. And she does so much. Now, I am saying to myself, what am I doing among a woman? Why doing among she? But no! She made me feel that, hey, what you're doing an amazing job. You're changing lives. So, and I wasn't expecting her to come to my retreat. Like, Novella turned up at my retreat and she delivered to the women. What's your brand? And I'm going to say this, saying all of that to say, when I did that retreat, I had 17 women turn up at my retreat in the Poconos. Listen, I didn't know nothing what I was doing. But my direction came from God. But this year, as a matter of fact, in 2024, the Lord spoke to me directly. He said, and this is how I need you to do this retreat. This is not about joke. This is not a joke. This is about the lives of women out there. This is not a joke. And let me say this. I said it last week. We had so many women, and I'm going to be bringing at least one or two of them, because I don't want to be the one to be bringing the testimony about what the Know Your Worth retreat did for them last year. You're going to hear from them themselves. And, you know, and I'm so grateful that so many lives were changed. I'm talking about women pouring out of themselves, of everything that they've gone through and they're going through. They're looking for answers. Let me tell y'all something. You see a lot of people walking around. You may see a smile on their faces. You may see them smile, put up a beautiful picture, but they're carrying loads and loads and tons of hurts, regrets, and everything. Good night, Les. Ruth, good night, baby. Right? They're carrying tons and tons of hurts, regrets. Some of them suffer from so much. And some things that they have never said to no one. But they came to the Know Your Worth retreat and they poured out their hearts. Some of them cry and scream and bawl because they want to get it out. So I'm encouraging you guys to please, you know, look inwardly to yourself and ask yourself, what do I deserve? I know I deserve the best. And as I say, I put a very high price on myself, whether I like it or not, but I know I'm doing that. And I expect you women to do the same thing. I expect you guys to do the same thing. Good night, Cleveland. Good night, Dre. Right? I expect you guys to do the same thing. And this year, it's no difference. It's no difference. It's no difference. The Know Your Worth retreat is about changing lives, making an impact. This year, we're expecting at least 20 women, and we're going into a private mansion. Like one of the ladies that we were expecting her to fly from Guyana, and she said to me, I want to do, you know, where we can able to go just sit on the floor and we talk and we hold hands and we pour out to each other and, you know, express your feelings. Those 2 days at that retreat, if you go to the retreat and you come back, the same something wrong to you. And we're looking for those women to come back different. We still have room for at least 3 more persons. If there's anyone on this live that wants to still attend the Know Your Worth retreat, we still have room. All right? So the Friday night, it is going to be an amazing start where we have our meet and greet. All right? We have our yes, Novello, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're looking for something even better this year. But we're having our meet and greet Friday. We get in there. Everyone will be, you know, you will be shown your rooms. Everybody get to their rooms, you know, and then we're going to be coming down back for our meet and greet. And after our meet and greet, Then we're going to go back up, and then we're going to be able to come back for dinner at 7. And after 7 p.m., after dinner, we are going to have the night of karaoke. Listen, the real retreat starts on Saturday morning at 10 p.m. 10 a.m., sorry. So we do the retreat, we do the having fun, doing our thing Friday night. Novella, girl, you're not for the karaoke this time, girl. We wish you could have been there with us this time around. So we're having karaoke Friday evening, and then everyone can reside to their beds. Depending, you can go to bed whenever you want to go to bed. 3 o'clock is your day, but whatever. But it is very important that you must be at our sessions. The sessions are very, very important, where we'll be having women, we'll be having discussions. Then we'll be having like icebreakers. We'll be going into separate groups where women will be talking, we'll be discussing whatever topic it is that we'll be discussing. And then eventually we're going to be able to go on to lunch. Then so it's a packed day. But the one most important thing, the evening, we have the dinner. So that's a Saturday night, we have dinner. And after dinner is the after party. Listen, I'm not going to say anything. The ladies, you guys want to know? You got to come get booked to be a part of this retreat. We are looking to change lives. And not only that, we are looking to network with other women. Because a lot of women, they may not have known each other. And from that retreat, they get to know so many people. They get to know each other. They've connected. They're friends on Facebook. We go to each, so it's something that we're building. We're building a network. Now, I don't want to confuse you guys. So, in August, we're having Georgia on My Mind retreat. And that's one of the reasons why I was going to call you today, Novella. We're also having Georgia on My Mind retreat. I'm putting together the retreat. If you miss the Poconos, you have Georgia. We'll be having a retreat in Georgia. We're going down to Georgia, and we're connecting with. Listen, if we can do retreats all over this world, we will be doing retreats all over this world. It's about connecting. Hi, Vanessa, baby. Good evening. Yes. Oh, yes, that is another thing too. That is true, Novella. So, I'm telling you guys, listen, the retreat is not only to, you take a break from all that's happening. You take the load off and come to that retreat. It starts from the Friday to the Sunday. We have our own transportation, our own bus that picks us up, take us to the retreat, and bring us back. So everything. So the retreat is all inclusive: transportation, meals, and accommodation. And as I said, the Lord spoke to me directly and said, "I need you to take the women into a mansion." That's more intimate. The last time we were in a hotel, but that's more intimate, where we're going to be connected. We all sit together. We were under the same roof in the hotel. It's the same. But to me, in the mansion or in the house, it's going to be much more intimate. So we're expecting women to come and have a beautiful time. Not only a beautiful time, but also offload a lot of things that you're carrying. You guys are carrying so much. And as I said, we want to do this retreat all over. We want to, because connecting with persons intimately, it makes a difference. Where you can hug a sister. You can say to her, it's going to be fine. You are going to be fine. And even after the retreat, you still connect with people. We have our own private group. All the ladies that were on the retreat or who's going to the retreat now, they're in the group. We share things in the group, whether it be a scripture, a good morning, hello ladies, I'm still thinking about you, because we all have busy lives. But we would take time to send those hearts in to say, We love you. I still love you. I'm still here. I'm here rooting for you. So we, we tend to do that. But sometimes, we got our own things. We all do our things. But still, I will take a time. Listen, guys, listen. How are you ladies doing? Hope all is. Just remember, you are powerful. You're unstoppable. And you are going to win in everything that you do. So I want to encourage you about our conference that is coming up on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 to 4, and at 3 to 5 in the Caribbean. So I'm expecting you ladies, reach out to me, be a part of it. I know Vanessa was supposed to call you in connection with it also. We're dealing with a lot of good night, Kenneth, Mr. Ramsasad, how are you doing? And I want to connect with you so that you can able to connect with some ladies who will be in there that are business owners. We have some women who are business owners. Some of them are now starting their business or businesses. Hopefully, yes, I remembered, Mr. Kenneth. You making sure you put it on. Yes, I remembered only today. So I'm still, working towards that, to be there. So I'm encouraging you. Reach out to me, Leslie. I'm expecting you to reach out to me and I said it's virtual. You don't have to be in person. You don't have to leave your home. It's in the comfort of your own home. We'll talk with you. We also have a session where, we'll be empowering you about who you are as a person. We'll be having music and we'll be, it's going to be something good. Listen, I tell people I'm a fun person. I like dance bad. And nothing can go up or don't finish unless I play music. So we're not going to only be having you in the conference on Saturday where you're only sitting there and have stuff. We want you to ask us questions. We have questions and answers. We also want to hear from you. What is your desire? What you aspire to do? What you want to do? What's the business? What's your gift? And even if you cannot identify that gift, we're going to work along with you to pull it out of you. And if you start a business, we will support you in that business. We are going to connect with other persons and say, listen, we have Vanessa that has jewelry. She sells amazing pieces. Listen, are you guys looking for jewelry? Look, we have someone here that does the same thing. So connect with her, get some of her pieces, join her live, buy from her, purchase from her. Vanessa is still not getting onto your live. I don't understand why. So connect. That's what we're doing. That's what the network is all about, is building each other up. Listen, it takes nothing out of me to support somebody. So I'm expecting you ladies to join us. And this is in honor of International Day for Women. And this is the first Know Your Worth conference, virtual. Let me put that word, virtual conference. You can be in your home and you can be able to join the conference and be a part of it. I'm expecting quite a few. And then, to let you know also, this is going to also we'll be having like conferences, seminars, workshops to work with you, empower you, pull you out of your comfort zone. If you have a business and you feel that, like I was talking with one young lady, and she said to me, I feel like I want to close my business down. I said, why? I said, why do you want to close the business? Oh, it's not working. I said, are you working the business? I said, when was the last time did you go to check on your business? It's like if you have a baby. You have a baby, and the baby is born. You got to feed that baby. You got to nurture him or her, bathe, because the baby can't do anything for him or her or herself. So it's just the same way with the business. You cannot leave a business and say, okay, business grow. You've got to put the work in. You've got to want. And one of the things I'm going to say here, I admire Vanessa. Vanessa don't play with her jewelry business. Vanessa Bling Extravaganza. She works that business like a hawk. She works, and that's what I want to see you women. Work your business. I see a lot in women that are so powerful, and I can see that gift in them. But listen, I know she might come on. Either she'll be on this. She's on this. I don't think she's on this live right now, but I know she's gonna be listening after. I ain't calling name, but when I talk the story, she gonna know it soon. This friend of mine, oh my God, she does amazing work. I see it inside of her. I feel it out of her. But she don't work the business. She don't work the business. She amazing work. But she just drags her feet on it. But I don't ever stop telling her, you need to work the business. So I was encouraging the young lady. I said to her, get dressed. Put on your heels. I love my heels, as I always would tell you guys. I love my heels. Remember, I do business constantly. I'm consulting in branding and business. Oh my God! Novella, let me know if I can call you after this live. Let me know if I can call you after this live. Alright? So, saying all of that to say, I said to her, you got to work the business. The business cannot work itself. It cannot grow by itself. You have to work the business. And a lot of times, we don't want to put in the work. Every day, I get up. I'm intentional about what I do to get to where I am today. Because I keep putting in the work. I keep putting in the work. And then the other thing I don't ever stop doing is climbing the ladder. I keep climbing the ladder of success. Climbing the ladder. Climbing the ladder. Always thinking about what I'm going to do. What next? What's my next move? Where do I go from here? Who's depending on me? Who's watching me? And I keep going. That I never stop. So I want to encourage you ladies and gentlemen too. You have a business. Or if you don't have a business, look, we have a consultant on the live right now. We can able to get you the help that you're looking for. Be your own boss. Be your own boss. But I'm telling you to leave your job. But add something to the side, because the extra that comes in, it works well. Be your own boss. I believe in branding. And I'm branding the Know Your Worth network. I'm branding it. So let me say to you guys one more thing. So, the Know Your Worth also will be having a package. Our package includes a backpack, a teacup, a notepad, a pen, and a t-shirt. If there's anyone, and listen, the Know Your Worth Foundation, I should say network also, we have a special color that God would have dropped in my spirit to use. And our color for the Know Your Worth Foundation is purple, that it speaks of royalty, purple and fuchsia pink. So you can choose. I'll be posting it on my page pretty soon, the package that you can be able to purchase from us. So as I said, 1 second. Yes, guys, sorry about that. So we'll be having, as I said, the teacup. We'll be having a pen. Teacup. Hold on. Yes. So we'll be having in the package is going to be a nice, beautiful backpack. You know, you can choose either purple or fuchsia pink. Thank you, sis. So these are our cups, the Know Your Worth teacups, and also what you can have. You can have your name engraved on it if you wish to. All right. So these are our cups. We are working on our t-shirts. You can choose what t-shirt you would like to have. As I said, the backpack, t-shirts, a t-shirt, a pen with Know Your Worth, a notepad or a journal, and something else. So t-shirt, pen, notepad, teacup, and the bag. 5 items. And you can able to reach out to us, and we are going to get that. So these are the cups, as I said. The Know Your Worth teacup. You can have your name. This one doesn't have my name in it. So you can have your name engraved on one side. So it's the Know Your Worth, and then you can have your name engraved on the other side. So if you are interested in our package, you can able to reach out to me, and we can able to ship to you, or you can pick it up from us. So as I said, we are networking, we're expanding. Expansion is taking place when it comes to the Know Your Worth Foundation. We're excited about the journey. So once again, we do have our conference that's on Saturday at 3 p.m. Caribbean time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, join us for our conference, our first ever conference, where we give you that motivation, where we tell you, say, no man, don't give up. You got this. You got this. Let's go. So I'm encouraging you. I'm empowering you. So tomorrow evening, I'll be bringing on one of our speakers on a live with me, and she's going to be telling you a little bit about what she'll be talking about, just to empower you to come on. You know, sometimes you may say, I'm interested in that. I make you know. No, you never know. It doesn't take much for you to just, you know, go onto your computer. I'm going to send you the link, the Zoom link, and you just join from home, or wherever you are. If it's not that noisy, you can join and be a part of our conference. So reach out to me, and let's support each other. And secondly, the Know Your Worth retreat is in April from the 25th to the 27th in the Poconos. We're going into a private house, or a private mansion, I should say, and we'll be having at least 20 women who's going to be a part of that retreat. So if there's anyone else that wants, I can squeeze you in. Let's go for the ride. And our package includes, if you need to know about our package, you need to connect with me directly on 516-601-8510. You can able to connect with me, and we can able to tell you about our package. Now the third thing is the Know Your Worth retreat, Georgia on my mind, in Atlanta. Yes, it's coming. We're doing it. And I always say to people, anything I say I can do, I'm going to do it. The only thing that's going to stop me, 2 things. 2. Either my breath stop, or God. Nothing or no one can stop me. I'm all the way up. And you can do the same. You can become the same. Our conference on Saturday, our retreat in April, I'm excited, and our retreat in Georgia. For those who are in Georgia, we coming to Georgia. We coming to Georgia. We coming to y'all, and we're gonna tell you all about that. But I don't want you guys to get confused about the retreats. So that one is going to be in the summertime. I've not set the date as yet, but by this evening, I'll be putting those dates out. Not the date, sorry. I'll be putting out a post about that retreat. So I am coming to Georgia. For all those who are in Georgia, I know for sure we have Novella's in Georgia. Oh my God, that's my sister from another mother. Listen, me and Novella don't talk much. But you see, when me and Novella go up on the phone, me and Novella's been on the phone for 2-3 hours. And doesn't make up for all the months and weeks we talk. Because she's such a busy lady. She's doing so much. And of course now she's also supporting Honorable Simone Brooms with her campaign. You guys know that she's running for office, and she's supporting her there. So Novella is always a busy lady. So yeah, I am coming because of course Novella is in Georgia, and she's going to be spearheading everything on the outside in Georgia for the retreat. But I'm putting it together, and then we're going to move forward with it. And I keep saying this over and over. Whatever you see in your mind, you envision your life. Close your eyes and you envision it. That's what you'll get. I envisioned myself years ago. Years. I'm talking, and even before I would have envisioned it, I got it in a dream. I saw my life where I was standing before but more than 5,000-6,000 women in a room on a red carpet with black heels, and I had on a black suit with a white, and I saw myself speaking to women, and it was like, speaking to women saying what? But I know what it is now. Women Speak and Grow Rich. I know what it is now. Of course, I'm on a journey. I'm pulling like-minded women. Like-minded women. If we all want the same thing or the same things, that's the only way we will connect. If we don't, if we don't want the same thing, we ain't gonna connect. We ain't gonna connect. So I'm attracting like-minded women. And tell yourself, nobody's going to stop you. No one can stop me, because I'm not going to be stopped. Everyone that's watching me here, you're human beings just like me. And I'm not afraid of human beings. I feared God. That is why I always say to myself, anything I do, I always remember God is watching. He's listening. Another thing I'm going to say to you guys here, before I go quickly. Exactly how you want to be treated, treat others the same way. Treat others the same way. If I feel that, I may be wrong in something about, I may say something or do something, I like to be corrected. And I will correct myself. But if I find that I'm doing something over and over and over and hurting somebody, that means I am deliberately doing it. I am deliberately doing it. And I'm encouraging you guys out there. Just exactly what you want for yourself, that's what you're going to do for other people. And next thing to last thing, I talk too much. Let me come off this live. Whatever is on the inside of you reflects on the outside. Let me say this. I can tell what goes on the inside of somebody because it reflects on the outside. And because it reflects on the outside, I know who you are as a person. And that is why I always make sure. Sometimes I'm walking, people will just come and say, hi, how are you? I don't know the people, because you know what? I walk with a smile. whatever, not only a smile, but I love people. I genuinely love people. Genuinely love people. Somebody could hurt me and they come and say something. Man, I don't hold on to things. But I'm going to say to you here, ladies, my girls, my beautiful ladies, put a price on yourself. Put a price on yourselves. Be intentional about what you're doing. Do not allow no one to treat you with disrespect. If someone comes around you with disrespect, pull them up about it. If they continue to that, cut them off. I don't do disrespect. I don't do disrespect. So, put a price on yourself, and a very high price too. If you think that this is how you're supposed to be treated, let them understand. No, Tantan is not going to be treated like that. Alright, so guys, once again, I'll be on tomorrow again at about 7. And we'll talk a little bit more about our conference. I'm looking forward to hear from a lot of you guys. Call me and let's be a part of this conference. Come in, and it's not going to take anything much from you. It's only for 2 hours virtually. All right? So I'm looking forward to hear from you. Reach out to me. Let's talk. And I can aid you to get you registered for the conference on Saturday. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for listening to me as I empower you. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the night. Be blessed and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.